Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Punk Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Hello, my loves.
I'm kind of shocked. Well, thank you, Monique.
You're welcome.
Hello, my loves.
Hello, my loves.
Oh, my God. Woo, child. This is a long time coming. I didn't think this was going to record right, but since we're here, hey, friends.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey. How's your life going?
My life is going quite swimmingly.
Did you see Black Panther this weekend?
I'm afraid to say that I have not seen it.
You should be afraid.
Because
you should be afraid.
I don't want my black card to be revoked.
It's done.
I'm waiting for, I'm just really honestly waiting for payday.
I thought you was gonna be like waiting for the crowd and everything to chill.
No,
I'm waiting for my paycheck. I can't.
Waiting for a paycheck.
My paycheck. Yeah, I mean the movies are expensive.
The
movies are
expensive. It's like what, $18 now?
I felt like
it's damn near.
It's damn
like
near. I went to a matinee. And then they got lazy in the theater. You remember back in the day when you order popcorn?
They put the butter on there for you.
Yeah, they used to do the stuff. They used to get your popcorn.
Yeah,
I walked into the movies and it was just like this display of nachos,
propaganda,
and cheese, and you grab what you want.
Go.
And I'm just like, where's the girl?
Where's the service?
Yeah, can I tell you can I watch you pop the popcorn? What happened? What happened to you flipping it? Because when you pop the popcorn,
what happened to the customer service?
What happened to the customer service?
I agree, but
then I can't say that because they have those fancy soda machines now where you can you press.
I don't like that either.
You can I like
germs.
It.
It's flu season.
No,
and you touch the buttons.
Yeah, it's like the
touch screen.
Yeah, the touch screen.
And who cleans the touch screen?
I don't know. Probably the same people that pop my popcorn every hour. Because they ain't popping your popcorn every 30 minutes. It's like every 2 hours. I was like, well, how many people working at the theater now? Y'all should only have 5 people.
They're weak. Weak. But yes, I'm waiting till I get paid.
It was really good.
I had a couple of prospects to pay for my movie,
mm-hmm.
but if plans fell through.
Okay.
So, I said, fuck it. God wants me to see it.
They still need their money. They got a good first week.
Yeah.
So their second week with people waiting will be good.
So I'm fine with that. And I'm happy with that. I've been Wakanding people all at work.
You should.
So I'm here for it.
It was a really good movie. Even though...
Please, no spoilers.
It's no spoilers. Even though you Negroes make it so hard to have a Negro movie.
Now, I did like the post that you posted on Facebook.
About what?
And
I've said multiple things.
Yes, you have. But there was this one particular post where I really thoroughly agreed that, for some reason, this generation only thinks that we've only had a slave movie, a maid movie.
I was offended,
and they totally. You listed all of the great black movies, but you forgot Norbit. But I let that slide. But that's neither here nor there.
Norbit, okay.
Norbit. You forgot Norbit. That's classic. But
no, because I was truly offended. Because this is the thing about black movies in general, or anything with black people. People tend to compare and contrast. But when they're comparing and contrasting, they trash whatever they think is terrible and praise the new thing. Black Panther is a good movie. I'm very happy it came out. I don't know the difference between Marvel and DC's. I offended somebody because I said something about I feel like Superman or maybe Batman. They was like, that's not Marvel. Once again, I'm still confused. So I don't know if it was Superman that's Marvel or Batman that's Marvel. But I do know that Black Panther is in a league of its own. Yes, we've had superhero movies, Blank Man, Meteor Man, but that wasn't like Marvel movies from comic books and whatever the whole relationship with Marvel is. Once again, I don't know much about Marvel, but I know Blank Man and Meteor Man wasn't
They weren't
that.
of that.
Yeah, they wasn't
weren't
of that. And I like both. Don't get it twisted. Black Man. We talked about Black Man.
We're gonna get there.
Wait,
Johnny Five.
Do it again.
We're gonna get there.
We used to watch Blank Man a lot as kids.
I loved Blank Man.
And I remember Meteor Man, of course. And to say that in 2018, the only movies ever produced, made, done, Black people acted in were slaves and made movies, or movies that white people ran, is a complete disrespect. Yeah. Especially because Harlem Nights is literally about Black people having a business and then overtaking like the police and like the white counterparts. And Boomerang, for real, if you watch Boomerang, they're, I think, an advertising firm in New York. Count how many white people actually watch the movie and watch them finagle through the building. It is really like 99.9 Black people. And then on top of that, when they they make a scene about racism, about how they're going to buy like some fly coats, and like the white man was kind of acting funny to them. They was just like, we got money, what you doing? And like, it's a whole scene about them denouncing the fact that we have money, but they don't think we have money, and we in this place, but let's show out and let these, non-Black people of color or non-people of color know. So like, and then even, the thing too, I'm not a huge fan of Tyler Perry's movies with Madea. I've seen Madea movies, of course. I've been to the movies and paid for a movie ticket and seen about 3 or 4 movies with Madea. I prefer my movies Stan Madea, so I like A Family That Prays. I like the first Why Did I Get Married? I like Daddy's Little Girls.
I really love A Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
That's the first one, and I did. I like that one as well, and I went to the movies and seen that as well.
My favorite part of that movie was when Cicely Tyson was talking to the wife.
Shout out to Cicely for being 90-something and out here.
God is your everything.
But they talk about Tyler Perry as if Tyler Perry didn't find an audience. Tyler Perry tapped into a very old school, Black, religious, Pentecostal, Baptist, Jesus solves all the problems.
Super churchy.
He found a group of people that didn't have a movies for them. Waiting to Excel wasn't for them. Boys in the Hood was not for them. Higher Learning, Spike Lee.
For me.
Yeah, Spike Lee movies weren't for those people that Tyler Perry pulled into his franchise. And you should respect that. And his movies still make a lot of money. And if you don't like a Tyler Perry movie, then don't pay your money to see the Tyler Perry movie. It's genuinely that simple.
Okay.
Girl, No, it's really that simple.
Put your shoulders down.
No, because I didn't really like that they kind of was like, white people only think we like Tyler Perry films. And it's like, but y'all don't go see regular Black films in the theater anyway.
But I think that's just that younger generation that doesn't realize.
It wasn't even like young people. It was like a lot of people. And I thought, shout out to Tyler Perry for the classiest and funniest response. Tyler Perry owns his studios. Let's start at the beginning of all of this. Tyler Perry got some studios. Tyler Perry has upgraded those studios, and I believe he bought, it might be I can't think if it's a Navy or Army base, but he bought a Navy or Army base, redid his studios and upgraded them. People, I don't know if people read like I read, but Atlanta is making more money in film than LA, which is a big deal because LA literally is built on the film industry and movies and TV and rah Hollywood. Atlanta has topped them in money because people are filming in Atlanta because it's cheaper. And, it's pretty obvious that if you're probably filming big movies in Atlanta, you're probably using Tyler Perry's studios. So I thought it was super classy and super funny that after a weekend of people saying we see more than Madea movies and blah, 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 Madea, Tyler Perry, you know, niggas and all this stuff y'all were saying, I thought it was super classy and funny that he made a post on Twitter and took a shot of his studios and was like, you know, let's talk about Black history, you know, boom, here's my new studio lot. And with that being said, you know,
he said this is like Wakanda.
He said, "Welcome to Wakanda." Actually, that was it. Welcome to Wakanda. And everyone's like, "What? Welcome to Wakanda." If you want to talk about Black history, here's my, you know, studios, and you know, y'all beloved movie that y'all keep comparing my franchise to was shot right here. What's up? Basically, and I thought that was very. It's like everybody can make money. Movies are open to everyone. You know. You might not prefer Tyler Perry. Most people who really, really like Tyler Perry don't like Spike Lee. I can deal with both. And, you know, slaves and maids ain't the only thing that's been on our screens. But we need the diversity in our community as well. Do I understand Jody and Yvette and Baby Boy? No. I'm sure there is a couple that does. Do I understand Diamond Story and Players Club? No, I'd have to strip to go to college, but I'm pretty sure there are some girls. I'm pretty sure there's some girls that stripped to get to college. And I think it's open. I think we need
storyline.
I think we need.
Do we know a Bernadine and a Savannah?
No, I mean I'm a Robin. I'm a kind of a Robin, but
you're not a Robin. You don't have it. You don't. Where's your Troy?
I ain't that far gone.
Where's your Russell?
But when I took the test, they let me know.
Who's your Russell?
I took that test and they really said straight up I was Robin. And you know the funny thing about me being Robin was years ago when the Wings XL first came out in the 90s, I was being like nosy as a kid and my mom and her friends were talking and they called my mama Robin. Ain't that terrible? Is that hereditary? Robin's hereditary. Terrible.
Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and go to the next segment.
That's terrible.
Before we get leg deep into this.
No, because we still got to talk about Blac Chyna. Did you watch Blac Chyna's sex tape?
Can I just want to say really quick what's Miss Cool in the City because before we get deep, yes, I saw that and I have a lot to say about that.
I mean, we could do it real quick. I mean, it was pretty boring to me. You had more thoughts besides that?
I did. I was very disappointed.
I felt that way too.
I was very disappointed.
I thought Blac Chyna was getting it smacked on the head. I didn't. You know how you remember back in the day when you used to have it's not a flute, the recorders we used to learn.
It's very disappointed.
She sucked that dick like a recorder.
I mean,
she has to release another tape though.
And then I don't know, man.
Listen,
if I have 2 kids and I get sometimes mom wants to get it popping. She drinks a little wine. She's with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend got a big little thing. Not
that she drank a little wine. No.
I mean, a little wine cooler. I get it.
Not the Angry Orchard Rosé.
I get it. But, you know, I mean, and then to say that I mean, this is like the 10th time that you're a victim of fucking your shit being put online. Like, come on, girl. Like, stop it.
My thing was...
Stop it. Your mom's on IG shaking her ass.
She was getting it.
What's
her name, Tokyo?
And no disrespect at all. No disrespect. Everybody has the right to do what the fuck they want to do. But, god damn it. Like, stop playing fucking victim. Like, come on, girl. Like, you were a stripper, and then you finesse the fuck out of this group of people, the Kardashians. You finesse the brother. Not even
that. You finesse Tyga.
You finesse Tyga, and I get it.
You finesse everybody thinking you was, doing a headstand
and then
rich sex. You was in a whole video called Rich Sex. Girl.
You tatted Future on your wrist. I mean, on your hand. and then for you
I just
to
expected
leak
more.
for you to leak something.
Well, I don't
And
know
then-
if she leaked it.
Dog, they said that it was
I mean,
on
I just-
her phone.
I'm gonna tell you something. After watching that video, I personally wouldn't leak that terrible ass.
But
head.
maybe she thought, people, somebody could think like, oh shit, I did that shit.
Did she think that?
She might have thought that.
Seriously.
I believe she maybe have thought, I'm finna win the internet. The internet is finna buzz. But because it was such a different, you can't leak. To me, if she saw that, if I saw myself sucking a dick, just kissing the tip of the motherfucker, put my hands up and just like, like all the shit that she was doing, right? Why the fuck would I put it out? Why would I put it out?
I thought it was leaked because it was so bad.
Dog.
I mean, because
They said that it was on. They said it was recorded. TMZ reported that it was recorded on her phone. The person that she was giving head to didn't have the video.
So she thought that was that good?
Again, this is what TMZ said, right? TMZ said that
I do way too much work for no reason, child.
TMZ said that she was the only person that had it on her phone.
I can't
The
really trust him.
ex-boyfriend didn't have it on his phone.
She ought to be ashamed of herself.
But at the end of the day,
So I'll just learn to just
but
get a fat ass, and
those Twitter comments were ruthless, boy.
they should have been.
Did you see them?
I didn't read them.
Oh my God. I think I wasted at least a good hour on Twitter comments.
But when you licking a penis like you licking a stamp, I'm offended.
Licking a penis like you licking a stamp.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what she was doing.
I'm offended.
Like a
because-
little kitten licking a bowl of milk.
Yeah, it's just like I'm offended. I'm offended because I thought, and I knew I was offended when me and my mom were just talking about celebrity gossip, and my mom was like, I wasted my time watching Blac Chyna sex tape. And I was just like, bitch, me too. This is me and my mother talking. Like, girl, me too. So you know that was whack. And I just want to tell you, I know it's whack too.
Yeah.
That was just terrible.
Again, she thought she was probably
I remember they were talking trash. They were comparing her and Kim K's sex tape. I didn't prefer Kim K's sex tape either. She was pretty boring to me as well. But Blac Chyna was way more boring than that. I've watched celebrities.
the only reason why Kim K was
Kim K can't dance or...
Well, the only reason why I feel like that sex tape won was because of Ray J.
Oh, Ray J stroked down.
So that's the only reason why I think
Oh.
that really won was because Ray J was in
He
it.
struck down. Like I remember thinking in my mind, like Ray
damn.
J? Brandy's brother?
Damn.
Brandy's brother?
He dicking that bitch down.
Brandy's brother?
Like you got one eye open, one eye closed.
Yeah, like I squinted on that. I was like, Brandy?
Moesha's brother?
No.
M to the
This is what Ray J was rocking with.
Yeah.
Tell Ray J I said, what's up?
I don't know, man. When you have kids and it shit's on the internet, and then you have a young son that probably gets on the internet, telling
And
what
you can't suck no dick.
and what accidental thing that he might hit on his iPad, because I'm sure he has an iPad. I'm sure he has
And I'm
access
pretty
to
sure
the internet.
y'all don't have like the one
Like,
kitty
y'all-
iPad where you can block stuff. He probably has
he
the grown
like
ass,
the
Apple,
new Apple,
yeah.
the latest version,
the Apple iPad.
Yeah.
Not the little cute. I can't think of the name because I bought my niece one. Not those cute little ones.
Yeah.
Where they
So
can learn their
it's
ABCs.
It's just kind of it's just disheartening because it's like, girl, is that what we do for attention?
Girl,
Is
it's not even
it?
that.
Is that
I
what
feel
we do?
very cheated in my life.
Why?
I'm no longer going all out because she out here living a life. And, I'm out here slop
trying-
on my knob, like corn on a cob. Just check with me. Remember that song? And give me, I'm out here living a song.
Right.
And you out here,
Natural curly hair is please don't touch, and you not touching nothing.
Yeah. I'm out here like legit no hands. You out here no hands because you don't know how to work your hands. It's a difference, girl. But hey, Blac Chyna, shout out. I hope, that works out for you. But anyways, what's cool in the city? It's terrible.
See, that's why I wanted to talk about that last.
That's terrible. But you know, stuff still pops in this city.
It does, and it actually pops on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah, shout out to Hulu because I was recently going through my Hulu and I found a wonderful show that I used to watch religiously when I was a little kid.
What show?
It's called Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
You don't have to roll your eyes.
I'm only because Saved by the Bell seasons don't run cohesively, but go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Kelly Kapowski the shit.
Kelly Kapowski,
Lisa Turtle, Jessica Spano, Zachary Morris,
Jessica Myrtle Spano, if
Zachary
I will.
Morris,
Zachary Morris,
AC Slater,
and
Screech Powers.
When I say I have been watching this for the past maybe 5 days,
Wake up in the morning.
I have relived my every Saturday morning. And I feel like Saved by the Bell is funnier now as an adult. Because
they was grown as hell.
They were very grown.
That one season they was like in Malibu having a job. Yes. And Lisa had like the whole beach house to herself, the whole stuff. She lived in the beach house.
Like even in their little high school classes, their projects, like who thinks of running businesses?
I'm so excited.
Zach was a whole group manager for the girls. And he had to help Jessie off of her no-dose addiction.
Jessie was taking Adderall.
No, she was taking no-dose. She was taking no-dose. They started a girl group. Zach had this fucking polyester jacket suit on and with the sleeves rolled up, talking about Jessie, that's it. No. Jessie. And
it's like her parents didn't get involved. Yeah. She had to go to Betty Ford. Like, she just got over her habit by the next episode. Yeah. You know. I'm scared.
By far, favorite fucking episode. She's Lisa. And it's so funny because of the stuff that, I guess it's just because that show was filmed like in the late 80s, early 90s. And like Lisa, like in the earlier seasons, Lisa went on a shopping spree because she got all A's in her classes. But the shopping spree was only $300.
So is when they had the band Friends Forever.
Yes, like
that show was and then they never really talked about the fact that Kelly was talking to a pedophile. She literally, and then they had a fake I need to get into the club, but they still was like 16. Yes. It was just like...
Yes, but and then Zach liked everybody except for Jessie. So he had a crush on Lisa.
He did.
He loved Kelly.
Zach messed with everybody
messed with everybody. It's just like such a great show, and I've really been into it, and it's so funny now because I guess maybe it's because I'm older and I get the jokes. It was really probably ahead of its time back in the 90s. They showed entrepreneurship within young people. They showed the drug situation, but the drugs weren't really drugs. It was just no-dos.
There's a steady ass at the Max, too. Let's go to the Max. Like, they got no curfew. Why was the Max open so late all the time?
They loved a good Max burger.
But it was open so late. Like, y'all niggas ain't got no curfew.
And, their dreams when they would get into their little minds of, like, this is what the future would hold.
I love the Saved by the Bell College.
I didn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like it after they were out for the summer in Malibu. And then
I didn't like it. No, I didn't like when they had like the biker chick, only because they added her name's Donna on Beverly Hills 90210, but it's actually Tori Spelling because Aaron Spelling did Saved by the Bell, so they added Tori and she dated Screech, and then it got really crazy, and then they graduated, but then they brought like Kelly and Jessica back to graduate, and then they went off to college, and I didn't mind college either. And then I was actually happy because I remember when the TV movie came on, when Zach and Kelly got married. It was everything. It was everything.
One of my favorite episodes was when Zach and Kelly broke up and they were at the dance and they were in like that medieval costume.
And what song was playing?
Don't you? No, it was I just had it in my head. That song was playing in the background.
I can't think about
and
what
they
it
were
is.
like arguing. In whatever little parking lot they were arguing.
Was that when she was dating the old ass man?
Yes, that's when she
ought to be
was
ashamed
dating
of
the
herself.
old man.
She ought to be ashamed of herself.
And he was trying to win her back. That was my
Kelly had lost her virginity to that old man. That's why she was tripping.
So that was my favorite episode. So yeah, so that's what's cool in the city. Everybody needs to go on Hulu and watch Saved by the Bell and get your 90s nostalgia back. Because that was just even watching like the transition from like the very first season.
Well, I realized they said the very first season was supposed to be more so about the teacher than the students. It was called something else. Somebody just told me this like recently. And that's why if you notice like AC Slater's not in it, Kelly's not in it.
None of them are in it.
And then they
Lisa,
realized,
Screech, and Zach.
They realized they had something with like Zach and the students.
Yeah.
And then that's when they moved it on to Saved by the Bell.
But yeah.
Thank y'all.
That show is very historic in my life.
And Lisa was like a rich black girl. Like,
she was. I remember like when I was in elementary school, like, okay, so that was like 90s, early 90s. So elementary school for me. I would talk like Lisa. I remember I used to be tell kids like, no honey, we don't do that. And I remember this one kid was like, you call me honey. I'm like, no honey.
I cannot
take
you seriously.
Yeah, I used to want to be like Lisa
actually,
Turtle.
I did. I used to watch, I think later, and it might be after they did their movie, they had like Saved by the Bell, second generation or whatever. And I did watch it because it had, Richard Lawson's daughter, Bianca Lawson, that is Tina Knowles' stepdaughter. I watched that. I felt like it got canceled after the season, but I remember like watching that as well. Yeah. But nothing beats the original, especially around that era, around the Friends Forever episode when Jesse took the notos. And I felt like Jesse's brother was like shady in one of them episodes.
She said, I have no time. I don't have the time.
Like, girl,
like, I don't. There's no time.
Like,
there's
girl.
no time. And she goes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It's like, but Jesse, you 15.
I'm so
But Jesse,
all over some notos.
Jesse, you 15 though. Like, how you
And
gonna
she
have no time?
popping them. She's like, I got to cram for my midterm, Zach.
Like, it's high school. Relax.
But you know, honestly, when I was younger, I really thought that was like high school. That was
I did too.
how high school was. That was what high school was like.
Yeah, I definitely
like
thought it.
Midterms and like slamming lockers. Yeah. I thought I was gonna have a full locker.
They did have full. You know what? Not to mention that I had a half locker.
I had a half locker. And low key, I really thought that when I got to high school, I would have a full locker that I would just turn it and just pop it open.
Nah, you had a whole little down.
I had an actual lock.
So you had to slam it and lock it. No, that's not all.
Yes,
that ain't the way you do it.
I really, really based my high school experience off of what I saw on Saved by the Bell.
When I wake up in the morning and
yes, like
that was my little brother ringtone for
and like having my little binder with a book on it, because most of the time they would carry their binder. It's like a tiniest little binder with like a little book, and that's what it like.
Now that I think about it, Kelly liked older men because didn't she date the professor in the college
season? Mm-hmm.
Girl, Kelly and Zach divorced right now. Now that I think about it, Kelly liked older men, girl.
But yes, so that's what's cool. I'm going back to my roots.
I feel you.
The TV shows that bring me back the most nostalgia, and that Saved by the Bell is probably one of the number one TV shows that I used to watch when I was little. Saturday mornings. I mean,
me too.
Turn it to, I want to say it was Channel 7 in Corpus Christi, and I was in my grandma's.
It came on NBC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think mine might have been 4.
Mine was Channel 7.
2 or 4.
And I would go back in my grandma's back room, and I would just When I wake up in the morning and
Malibu was good.
Yes. So let's talk about Woman Crush Wednesday.
Well, this week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Deena from Dreamgirls.
Deena,
yeah. Deena's played by Beyonce.
right?
And she's my Woman Crush Wednesday because she successfully stole Effie's man and career. And I think I'm still offended. No, because, like, I was watching Dreamgirls. Like, okay, so when Dreamgirls came out, I used to work in the mall.
It's such a beautiful movie.
It is such a great movie.
It's a beautiful movie.
So I used to work in the mall. I was in college when Dreamgirls came out. I used to work in the mall at this restaurant that was across from the movies. So I was friends with the people who worked at the movies. So I went to see Dreamgirls in a movie theater an astronomical amount of times. Because anytime I got off work, I'll just go. If one was playing, I'll just walk in. During my breaks, I would walk in. Like, I've seen Dreamgirls in theater way too many times to count. Embarrassingly too many times to count.
Okay.
So, watching Dreamgirls, you know, I didn't care for Beyonce's character. I was all Team Effie. And I didn't mind Anika Noni Rose's character. I can't think of the name. Laurel. I didn't mind Laurel either because, you know, Laurel was just out here just being a team player.
Right.
She, you know, she minded her business. Effie came in knowing she wanted to sing. Mm-hmm. Effie came in knowing she was a bad bitch. Mm-hmm. Effie came in making sure the team got what they deserved. Like, in reality, people probably would have ran over the Dreams originally if it wasn't for Effie. So Effie come in. Curtis talked to her. Curtis is Jamie Foxx's character. They get this little deal.
Curtis, I'm your woman.
Curtis, I'm your woman. Curtis was supposed to love me. I use that now when somebody do something. Well,
Curtis, I'm your woman.
Yes, and you are. Get your life. Dina's pretty and she's always been pretty, but I got the voice. She had the voice.
She did.
So she comes in minding her business. And it's not that Deena is the Woman Crush Wednesday because Deena successfully took over Effie's whole entire life. Successfully. Deena came in, got her nigga. The dude married her. They had a whole life together. They're living in Hollywood Hills together. They making money together.
But she realized real quick.
Not even real quick though.
Well, not real quick. But
that movie is long, but then it's their whole lives as well.
But she realized when she started seeing...
Nigga, when she was 40?
She realized it.
It started when she was 22 decades later. All of a sudden, you was wrong, Curtis. No,
she
you're
told him
wrong.
to listen.
No, but you're wrong, Deena. You're wrong, Deena. You saw your arguably your best friend's man and a career, and then play. The thing about Deena too, Deena's demeanor and how quiet and soft spoken she was, and Deena wasn't as aloof as her character seemed. Because if you ever watched Dreamgirls the 1,000 times I've watched it, you'll realize that Deena starts asking questions about the business. Like, Curtis, who you was talking to when we were singing? Like, she's asking little questions about the business that lets us know that the whole time, girl, you was trying to, conquer. You wanted to be the star. And that's cool, Diana Ross. Because, they said Dreamgirls came off.
Diana Ross.
And
Supremes.
what's the original? I can't think of her name, but she ended up dying. And they said can't think of her name right now, but she had a whole unsung. It was sad. So it's just amazing to me because people always be like, when you do, like Monique said on Charm School, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. That necessarily doesn't happen. Deena lived a whole good life, aka Diana Ross lived a whole good life and became
Still living a good life.
Got beautiful kids out here popping.
Still pay to see her.
Still will pay to see you, girl. I follow her right now and be like, yes, queen. Like, I harass her on IG. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked me yet.
Diana Ross, I'll pay
It's everything. You're everything. And that's how Deena was. It's like, but I heard this, and maybe I like Deena. I stand for Effie in the movie, but I feel like Deena is like kind of how Rosie Perez feels about Jennifer Lopez. Because I've read articles about I've read articles about Rosie Perez not really caring for Jennifer Lopez.
No,
because,
it's a fact.
Okay, so true. Because I think Rosie Perez worked and left the whole being a woman and sexual and talking to dudes to get where you need to go alone versus Jennifer Lopez. And I've heard Rosie Perez actually call Jennifer Lopez out on the fact that she kind of maneuvered her way to the top in a very, Well,
I mean, you got to
way.
think about it. At 30, really, she was dating Puffy.
I mean, I would have. I mean, I'm not against neither.
I'm just saying.
Listen, listen.
I mean,
Effie and them fucked up. I'm gonna tell you why Effie and them fucked up. Effie, I feel bad for Effie because Effie was fucking Curtis, and still got played by her friend. But I'm not against what
Hey, I mean,
use what you got to get what you want. That's what Ronnie taught me in Players Club.
But Dreamgirls is that's one of my top 10 movies. Is Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls should be top 10.
Yeah.
Minimum, Dreamgirls should be top 10 for Eddie Murphy's character as James Thunder early. Like, phenomenal performances by him. That whole character.
Even to this day, if you were to cut Dreamgirls on and fast forward to the very end where they're all like they come back together and they're singing and then the camera pans to the little girl, then it pans to Jamie Foxx, I literally still start crying. I would start crying.
Child, my favorite scene is Jimmy want Mo, Jimmy want Mo, Jimmy want Mo. That and L'Oreal loves Jimmy. Because I want to break up with somebody in song like L'Oreal. I got a show to do, baby. It's like, look at L'Oreal. No. But then he died and she was sad because she couldn't go to the funeral.
Yeah. And then my other favorite part was Curtis is supposed to love me.
You know what?
They say, Effie, we all got paid.
Yeah, Effie, we all got paid, dude. We all had pain.
I be saying that to people. I be like, Effie, we all got pain.
Effie came in that bronze suit and them flats. It was pissed. I wasn't feeling well. Effie was full pregnant and they fired
Effie, we all got pain.
Do you think her brother should have quit Dreamgirls for her? I won't be pissed if my brother didn't. No, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he was making money. Can you blame? I mean, how did...
Child.
Effie became poor. Effie had to get on welfare.
The thing about Effie too, Effie became the problem, but I could see how Effie became the problem. Because even if Deena took her solo spot, cool. Deena took her solo spot and her man. It's like, girl, you gotta pick one. Either you take my man and I'm still the lead, or I stay the lead. Like either that's what
or
you take my man.
The man.
You can't do both.
Yeah.
Deena needed hands.
But you know what? That's a beautiful movie, man. Such
a
great movie.
After we all got paid. No, bitch, we all ain't got the same pain. You took my spot and you took my man.
The soundtrack is amazing from start to finish.
Deena's been beautiful. She's always been beautiful. I actually bought that. I bought that soundtrack.
I did too.
You did too?
I did. I went to Best Buy and I bought
did.
it.
You know, Best Buy's not gonna sell CDs
it's so
no more.
sad to me.
You know, because CDs used to come out, like new music used to come out on Tuesdays.
That is so fucking sad.
It is sad. It's the end of an era.
Like that's so. Like,
no, it's the end of an era. Because back at when I was in
I wonder
high school,
if I could sell my tape. I have the Monica Miss Thang tape, and I wonder if I could sell it on eBay for a lot of money. I wonder because it's like a relic. It's like a.
I'm gonna say.
Hold on to it.
Hold on to your love, and I'm gonna say wait, no,
not now. Just
wait, knock on wood.
Wait
till
later
when she goes and visit the Lord.
Then.
Yeah, you probably can sell that tape then.
Really?
You probably can. The tape, the cassette.
The cassette tape. Yes, I still have it. Miss Thang.
Yeah.
1995.
I'm gonna definitely miss that era where Tuesday music came out.
You're
and I used
so
to
excited.
beg.
Yes. I want $11. I need $11.
No, my mom, and I used to talk so much trash. My mom used to go to the store on Tuesday to pick whatever it was up. And then I realized that Walmart, because Walmart, it was everywhere at the time, or it still is. And I remember finding out that Walmart censored the music. Mm-hmm. So then it was like, you got to get it from Target or Best Buy because I wanted like the uncensored stuff. So, and I think my mom knew the difference, but she still would go to Target and, you know.
We had this record store in Corpus Christi. I wish I could remember the name of it. Maybe it was Disc Jockey. I don't remember the name of it, but that's when I remember I bought like the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt because my mom had the Rush Hour 2 CD. And that was the first, no, it was the Rush Hour or whatever. Can I get a what?
That was the first time.
I think that was the first time I had heard Jay-Z. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. So I started, I started watching Rhapsody, the Basement?
Basement, yeah.
So I started watching that and I started seeing
on
his videos.
Tyga.
Yes, the one with Tyga in it. Or Big Tigger. And so I started watching all his videos and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to go buy his CDs. So
Blueprint?
I went and bought, this was before the Blueprint came out.
Hard Not Life.
So it was volume 2, and then it was Reasonable Doubt. So I had bought the Reasonable Doubt and I remember seeing that parental advisory and I was like, oh shit, should I buy this? Fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it.
Did you buy it?
Yeah.
You needed to be 18 to buy that.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
No, I wasn't 18, girl.
Yeah, you had to buy
I think I was like maybe
for
16.
That's what happened. You know,
I think I was like 16, 17.
Parental advisory happened because of Luke and them in Florida.
You Floridians.
Yes, don't stop. Pop that pussy. Let me see you doodle brown. I wanna ride.
Oh,
Get your life. Florida get you.
Okay.
Get your life.
Okay.
No, whatever happens, I'm a Floridian down to the block. Clearly.
All I had to say was Floridian. One arm went up.
What you want to hear? Doodle brown. What you want to hear? But yeah. Go Sheila. It's your what y'all?
Okay.
Don't let me.
So, what are we recovering from?
We're recovering from this commercial break, actually. Because we have to go. Actually, and Dubs, shout out to Dubs. I am so sorry. So Dubs isn't from New York. They live in Colorado. How wrong was I? But we're still national. They're close, right? So we're gonna take a break.
You wrong.
I was loud and wrong. And
loud,
proud.
wrong,
and proud.
Wow.
But
Dubs, I'm sorry. My fellow Coloradians.
Are they Coloradians?
Coloradians.
Are you sure? You made that up?
Coloradians.
That's it. Okay. Well, Dubs, sorry, my friends. Shout out to Youngish.
I greatly apologize.
Shout out to Youngish.
Under the impression you were from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn! No, but shout out to Dubs. Her and her son have a podcast where they talk about being a mother and a son. And, you know, Dubs is still fly. So it's a whole lot of mess that goes on over there.
Dubs, get it.
Get it, girl.
Adults, listen to me. Your kids are sick and tired of just hearing grown-ups talking and talking on a podcast. Well, I'll tell you how to cheer them up. Listen to a brand new podcast called Youngish. Youngish has a weekly show where I get to talk about with my mom what's going on in the world and what it's like to grow up together. Find us on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And check us out!
And we're back. And we are back. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
So, this week, we're recovering from adulting.
Adulting.
Yes. Being a full adult.
So depressing just thinking about it.
It isn't this the con of the century? Like, grow up, they say. Be grown, they say. I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. Don't let that shit fool you.
So I was talking to a 19-year-old young lady the other day.
So fun to be 19. I love 19.
And very sweet, fresh face, very sweet girl. And, she was telling me that she lived with her parents and that she wanted to get a place on her own. And I said, don't do it. And so she was like, why? And I was just like, girl, it is a trap. I said, America, they want you to fucking move out and get your own place and tell you how great it is. I'm going to tell you what living on your own does to you. You cry every other night because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You got to figure out which bill to pay. What's more important? Lights, food, internet, water, gas. Which one is going to be more important at the time? And then you have to, and then being young and you don't necessarily know your career path, you don't know a lot of stuff, so you're just working,
you're not able to quit.
You're working all these odd jobs and you can't quit. Like you want to quit, you can't say shit to people that you want to say shit to because you want to keep your job, right? It's not fun. It's really not fun. Being an adult is not fun. If I could go back, I probably still would have left home. But perhaps I would have begged my family to move up here.
No, well,
I don't know.
My adulting years were a bit delayed. I was one of those fortunate college kids where even though I was away from home and I had a dorm, and then later I had an apartment. Mm-hmm. I had an apartment for 4 years. I was like one of those fortunate kids that my mom still paid all the bills. She paid my car insurance, paid my cell phone bill, paid everything. So my best adult years, and when I say adult years, post 18, was college because I didn't live with my mom, but I got the benefits of being a kid still for like 4 or 5 years. So that was the best. Like, if I could do that over again, I would do that over again in a minute. Now, what people don't tell you about adulting is you start to realize bills, and not bills in a sense, like in your mind, probably as a kid, you know, people have to pay a rent or a mortgage. You know, somebody's paying a car note. You know, light bills happen, but you don't see the prices to anything, or at least I didn't see the price to nothing. So I'm not like busting my ass to cut the light off. I'm not like, you're very irrational and unreasonable about a lot of things. Like now I'm in my house, like sitting in the dark, not cutting on the heat, in a pea coat and some pajama pants, watching TV
with tube socks.
Yeah, with tube socks and a scarf on because I just my bills. I had a whole Facebook post about how irrational my bills be, and it's being a kid is so freeing, but you don't realize it because you're so busy trying to be an adult. And being an adult is fun, but it sucks.
The only thing
80% about
the only cool thing about being an adult is that you're able to drink.
No, make your own decisions. Like, I don't have to ask nobody to go nowhere. But then when you
being
actually...
an adult is going to the corner store and being like, you know what, I really just want to be drunk tonight.
Yeah, but no, like for me, it was like, I don't have to ask somebody to do anything. But I realized that my mom is not... I don't ask my mom to do anything. I ask Wells Fargo, can I do anything? So I have to go look at my bank account to know. So basically, it changed from my mama telling me no to Wells Fargo telling me no. But at least when my mama tell me no, I can finagle maybe a yes eventually. But when Wells Fargo tells me no,
it's just a flat out
it's
no.
a fuck no.
Sit down.
Yeah, how you gonna do that? Oh, you want to go out to eat, girl? How you gonna afford that? Versus my mama like, it's gonna be the best party in the land, Mom, please. And then maybe by Friday she'll be like, okay, girl, you can go. Wells Fargo, when them motherfuckers tell me no.
So what's your favorite part about being an adult?
It took me a minute to get here. And I'm still working on it. Fully coming into myself. And this podcast has helped me fully come into myself. I had a lot of things I was embarrassed about, a lot of things that I thought I'd be shamed. And not from people, more so from my family. Because people know their families and, you know. I mean, like, luckily, I say this all the time. My mom's pretty cool. But that's not my entire family.
Right.
I have a very huge family. So, being okay with me.
Right.
And a lot of that, too, came from my younger cousins Because them millennials that are like in their early 20s are different. You know, they said millennials are like, I think it's like early 20s to like 35. So the older millennials still live, I feel like, with a little barrier on them. Mm-hmm. But my younger cousins are like, I'm out here chilling, I'm drinking Hennessy, I'm smoking blunts, and I still go to class. What's going to happen? Or I think I'm a lesbian, I'm not a lesbian. I like a boy, I don't like a boy, I'm gay, now what y'all gonna do? Like, they live a little freer than I feel like I was able to live. So now I'm becoming okay with being a woman, mm-hmm. being a sexual woman, mm-hmm. sometimes being a non-sexual woman, mm-hmm. being a person that wants to drink the entire bottle of vodka, being a person that, you know, just in general, or just being okay with the fact that I am confused about, I'm still confused about being an adult. I still don't feel like an adult. I call my mother for everything still, like mm-hmm. clockwork. Anytime I have to fill out paperwork, I call my mother.
Really?
Still. Well, because even when I turned 18, and you know, when you turn 18 and you call your dentist's office or your doctor's office, all those years my mother had made my appointments and did everything I needed to do. So I remember turning 18 and making like an appointment for like a pap smear or something. And they were asking questions I didn't know anything about, because my mom's kind of like on it and very, I got it, in a sense. So when they were asking me questions, I'm like, what is she talking about? So luckily I'm a girl. Mm-hmm. I talked to my mom like, well, just pretend you're me. You know, my social security number, just be me. And sometimes I still try to do that to her now. Now she makes me kind of like figure it out or make me go through the process. Yeah. But like for the longest, it was just like, I don't know what they talk about. Call back. You know my information. You birthed me. Fix it. Yeah. So like being an adult is fun. It's freeing. It's freeing as you allow yourself to be. But it's fun until, you know, the 1st of the month and the 15th. Until you got some bills, until you try to figure out if you want your internet or you want your lights, like.
What's the best part of being about an adult?
You know, or the fact that I can come home and, you know, take off my bra and take off my pants and drink wine in the middle of my floor.
I think that's the best for me. Like, I think for me, that's the best part of being an adult, is being able to go to the store, buy a bottle of wine, and just be like, you know what? I'm going to drink. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to drink 2 bottles of wine tonight. Yeah. And nobody's going to say shit to me because I fucking live by myself. And I'm going to take my bra off as soon as I get in the house. And I'm going to throw my bra on the floor. And I'm not going to pick it up till about 2 days later. And I'm going to wear a sports bra and my PJs. Who gives a fuck?
I just took half my clothes out the bathroom because you were coming. So
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Like that is the beauty of it. But what I've come to the conclusion about, because I put a lot on 30, because, you know, like the quote is, in my 20s, I did this in my 20s. You know, what are your 20s for? And so people give you this era of space to make mistakes in your 20s. And then I turned 30 and got the DUI. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, I can't blame that shit on my 20s. I'm 30. Yeah. And so, I mean, granted, you should make better decisions the older you get, because now I think, like, damn, in like 9 years, I'm gonna be 40 in 9 years. That's crazy, seeing as though 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago, I remember being, 21. So I think being an adult is fun. Like, I made it sound bad. I just don't have the bills part. So I guess if your parents pay all your bills, or you're like one of them, like,
if you just live with your parents,
if you live with your parents, or your parents take care of you.
I mean,
or if you're the Paris Hiltons of the world.
Like, I'm a little low key jealous of that, but then again, it's just like, to me, like, my parents didn't do that. My parents, I didn't have that. I did, like, everything. I remember when I was 25 and I got cut off my mom's insurance. I was like, fuck, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Oh my God. Like, oh shit, I don't even have insurance. I don't even know what.
Immediately, you was like, I got cancer. I'm dying.
Yeah, and then, like, you go to these little rinky-dink clinics, and then, like, you know, I didn't want to, like, dress up or anything, so I wanted to, like, blend in. So, it's just like it's a lot, and I can understand like again, like when I say I can be low key jealous of people whose parents that like handle everything for them, but then it's like I don't think that I would have made it this far if my parents helped me in any kind of way.
Do you feel like an adult?
In my spirit, I still feel like sometimes I'm 18.
Me
but
too.
I mean, I do like I know I'm an adult. Like I'm very like when it comes to like bills, I'm the queen of extensions.
Extended. What's the latest thing I can play? What I need to put down?
Yes, so I consider myself the queen of extensions. Like I will put $40 down and see how long I can extend the bill to. As a matter of fact, I need to call T-Mobile and Xfinity tomorrow before I forget because I already got my late payment notices. So, but yeah, that part, I'm a maverick. Like I'm a whiz at like finessing the system and getting upset and saying, you know what, I've been with this company for X amount of years and they'll, give me some credit so I don't have to pay. I know how to do all that. But then there are times where I don't want to do all that.
Well, what do you think being an adult means? Like, what is your definition of an adult?
Fucking adult. I don't know. Even like my best friend.
Because your mom would have had how many kids by now? With your age. Like my mom would have had 3 kids by now.
Oh, she would have 2. She would be working on her 3rd.
Okay.
So yeah, my mom would have 2. But I couldn't even imagine having
Me
one.
neither.
Like I can't
I'm literally raising myself right now.
Maybe I don't know. Like I feel like I would want to give my child a lot, and the sperm pool is very, very limited.
But what is being an adult? Like, what do you think? Okay, so it's different variations. Like I said, I was lucky enough to be one of those kids who went to college. My mom still took care of me. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Graduated college, moved back in with my mama, and my mom was like very kind enough to not make me pay rent. I didn't have any bills. By that time, she had paid off my car. So all my mom wanted me to do was go to CVS. Like my mom did real. I'm not complaining, but my mom did like real random stuff. So like if I'm in a house and like
she would text you.
We was at a tissue. Yeah, she was like, "Can you go get some tissue?" So I would have to go to like the CVS. But I can't say no. No matter what time she texted, I can't say no. And it might be tissue, and it might be a Hershey bar and a Coke. Like it varies, but it was never astronomical. It was never ridiculous.
Yeah,
she was always like super cool. I messed up that situation because I was out here
living, taking
my checks, but so I still wasn't like I still don't fully. I didn't feel like an adult.
Yeah, I don't feel like an adult.
So when did you do you feel like an adult now though? Like even though you pay bills, like I pay bills now, so I feel like an adult when the first of the month comes, and I'm just like, bitch, I owe somebody something.
No, like to feel, I don't know.
I feel like a kid pretending to be an adult.
Yeah, I still feel like a kid sometimes because like
I feel like I'm always pretending.
I remember when my best friend got married and
you were like. Wait, what?
Like she got married and I had fell asleep. I had made an air mattress in her living room and like probably like at 7:00 in the morning, she comes and she like sits next to me, and so I wake up and I was like, Jen, you got married yesterday. Mind you, we're like 32. And she's like, I go, Jen, you got married yesterday. She goes, oh, fuck, I did. I fucked up. She's like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was really drunk yesterday.
I can't.
And I was just like, yo, like, you're fucking married, bro. Like, who does that? She was just like, oh, my God, I fucked up. I fucked up my life. But, it's just one of those things, like, you, like, oh, shit, like, that's a really adult move.
So...
I don't know.
So what do you think? Do you think if you got married, you'll feel like an adult?
No.
I still feel like I would be pretending
be
to be
very
an adult.
childish.
Like, I feel like I would be pretending to be an adult that's married.
I wouldn't even know what to do if I was married.
I don't know what to do, and I'm not married, and I'm pretending to be an adult.
Like, I wouldn't know what to do.
Like, I literally started finding my voice not with my peers. With my peers, I always had my voice, but within like my family and like my elders, I just started like. I feel a type of way. This, like, granted, a lot of the times the way I said how I felt wasn't proper. Had to scale back a little bit, or I'm scaling back a little bit. But I just found my voice against my older family members because I still let them. They had like a kid treatment to me too. Like, if I say this, you're gonna shut up and sit down. It's like, no, I'm not. And let's talk about it because. This is not going to happen.
That was like, that's how my family was for me. But I think that I was like, probably like maybe like 25, 26. I became very vocal as to, nah, that's not what I'm finna do. I ain't finna do any of that. I don't give a fuck.
Nobody paid these bills.
Nobody, y'all ain't paying no types of bills.
And if y'all ever did something for me, I paid you back.
And my favorite thing to do is like treat my parents how they used, or like my grandparents how they used to treat me when I was little. So I'd be like, hey, you left that light on. Cut that light off. Cut it off. And or if they complain about if it's too hot or it's too cold. Be like, when you get to your house, you can do what you want to do.
Yep.
But as far as me and my house, it's 75.
Oop, my bad.
But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't feel like an adult. I don't think that I would ever feel like an adult because that's too much. That's too much.
Too much responsibility.
It's too much responsibility. Even if I was a parent, I think that I'd probably feel like a teen mom.
Listen, I need, if you got pregnant in 3 years and show up acting like 16 and pregnant, I'm going to holler.
Dog, I remember that. I mean, I've been pregnant before, and I remember my mom told me, she's like, remember, you're not 16, you're 28. So
you were grown.
She's like, it's okay if you have a baby right now. And I'm like, no, it's not right. Like, this is wrong. It's wrong. Fuck that.
What was like the lie they told you about adulthood? Like, I thought adulthood, and it is freedom.
What's the lie?
But it's like freedom with boundaries still.
The lie about adulthood, that I could still do whatever I wanted.
Wells Fargo be
like, I can do whatever I want.
Wells Fargo be fucking you up too.
But in reality, you can't do whatever you
want. Wells Fargo stops you as well.
Like, you can't do whatever you want.
Bank of America says no. SunTrust, y'all got SunTrust out here. Y'all got SunTrust in Texas. SunTrust says no.
No.
Fifth and Third says no, ma'am.
Like, they don't tell you, like, you check your bank account before you go to HEB to see what your budget is going to be.
I check my bank account in the morning. Listen, I can go to sleep.
Or you see what's getting drafted out of your account.
I can go to sleep and wake up, and I'm going to check my bank account because there always be some bullshit that didn't happen with Tidal or Apple or
Hulu.
Let me tell you, listen.
Yes.
Hulu, Tidal,
Netflix.
Well, I don't. Shout out to my brother. He pays for the Netflix account. Oh. I love you. I use it very often.
Amazon played the fuck out of me, boy. They played. Let me tell you something.
Listen,
let me tell you something. Right. So I signed on with Amazon strictly just to buy shit off the app, not like to get.
Didn't read the notes.
I didn't get the TV. I just wanted Amazon Prime so I could get it a day later. Because, I mean, it was real bright, real shiny. When I signed up, they said, sign up with Amazon Prime. It's free.
Bright and shiny. It was yellow.
Bright and shiny.
What color was it?
It was yellow and blue.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Real bright.
That's real pretty.
So I said, bet. A day. Free. Shipping?
You read the big word. You read the big word.
Free shipping next day.
The big words.
One day. So I said, click. Bet. So I'm like buying shit off of Amazon, getting it the next day, click, 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 right? So I randomly went on my account, $109. What? Amazon Prime. Hold up. I'm confused. So I'm like Googling Amazon Prime $109 fee. So basically,
Because you're confused.
they charged me $100, and I was really hurt about it because I'm like, the niggas didn't even tell me. They didn't even offer me month to month. They just straight up charge, and I don't even fucking watch Amazon Prime like that. And the only reason why I was watching Amazon Prime,
You watch the Playboy?
No.
That's the one you should have watched.
I
That
was
limited
watching-
series was good.
I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. That was about the only show that I was watching.
Was it worth the money?
I mean, I'm done with it. I've been done with the series. And I mean, they got all right movies. But damn, I gotta really have that shit on there until I want to say.
Make sure you cancel. Let me tell you something.
I think it's in November.
I'm the queen.
Where I need to cancel it.
I'm the queen of changing
Email
addresses, and I really was offended when I realized I got a receipt from Apple talking about some damn title, and I was like, I canceled that, but then I realized I didn't. So like, I'm one of the people that will sign up and immediately go into the settings and cancel. And they be like, for 7 days, yep, I'm just gonna ride this off. I'm about to live my good life for 7 days. I don't have time.
I'm on somebody else's title.
It's too much. No, I'm on my brother's Netflix. I pay for the Hulu. My little brother's a bum. Actually, tried us. So I pay for the my brother pays for my older brother pays for Netflix. I pay for the Hulu. So I feel like the people who pay for the accounts should have seniority, right? So my older brother was on his Netflix. That's your business. That has nothing to do with me.
You shouldn't click
Not
on
my
it.
ministry. But you know they let two. Now they
Yeah.
done got savvy, so you get two people. So I went to sign on, but it was like no. But Netflix done got real savvy. They put the name and email of the people who are actually on Netflix at the time.
Okay.
So it was my older brother. Can't say nothing to him. He pays the bill, and then I realized it was my little brother. So I politely, because we have a family group message, so it was me, both my brothers and my mom. I sent a message. It was like, I think the person who doesn't pay for anything should get off Netflix and go find something on Hulu because I need to watch, what I was watching. So then my mom texted me back and was like, it's your niece, which is my little brother's daughter.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, once again, I feel like the email address that doesn't pay for either of these apps need to go move along.
Find it on YouTube.
And they went and got on Hulu and I properly watched the
But
Netflix
I think there
show.
should be some rules.
It needs to be a rule.
It is some
This
etiquette.
is adulthood.
This is adulthood. That's what you do. If you don't pay for it, you got to get the fuck off.
That's what my mama told me when I was a kid.
So when I'm on Tidal and I get the notification somebody's on Tidal, you can't listen right now, I kindly close the app.
Yeah,
and just wait.
that's cool. Maybe YouTube got the song I'm listening to or the album I'm listening to. I feel like the people who pay the bills had the
I'm not
seniority.
gonna argue with you.
I was offended too because they was like, she's watching that like Hawaiian movie. What's the Hawaiian movie from the Disney? Like
Moana?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. She need to Moana to Hulu and watch Pocahontas. Like that's Pocahontas is over there. She need to watch 90s Disney movies anyway. Those are better. Like y'all tried it.
No.
So yeah, adulthood was a full fucking con. I'm pissed.
It's a con.
It is. Like your bills are astronomical. Yeah, you get the freedom to do what you want to do, but your freedom goes into your budget.
It goes into your budget. You gotta work.
I told you Wells Fargo is my new mama. Wells Fargo actually say no more than my mama did when I was in high school.
Be like, don't you do that.
That's why, pay week, I be living my good life. The week after pay week, no, I can't, man. Why?
I just be like, you know what? Okay, I have $20. Okay, $20 can get me a bunch of kale, some carrots, some mushrooms.
Did you pay for your Netflix by then?
I didn't. See, and now I'm concerned because
you fucked.
Because I'm waiting on that email note like, Houston, we have a problem.
Because you ain't nothing worse than then when you broke, but then like you didn't pay the apps, so now you broke and bored at the house. You broke without the internet. You broke without Hulu. You broke without Amazon. You broke without Netflix. This is the thing I learned about bills. Truth be told, you need a place to live, pay it. You need your lights, pay it. You actually need your internet, minimum. Like, you can skip off your Netflix and your Hulu, but pay for your internet because you actually can stream stuff on different avenues without having to play Netflix and Hulu.
So, but you can all, but if you have a computer and you have a cell phone that has a Wi-Fi hotspot built into your bill that doesn't charge you.
Though.
See, I have that.
Yeah,
so that's kind of like my backup.
And plus,
plan.
that stuff used to run. It runs so fast. I used to do that back in the day when I first moved to Houston, and I was so broke. I used to do a hotspot so I can watch Scandal. I did. But Scandal used to eat the hell out of that hotspot. I was like, this is
you
terrible.
be at 20 gigs.
Yeah.
45 minutes in.
Yeah, you can search 2 things and watch Scandal for the month. I can only Google search twice, watch Scandal, and I'm done to the first of the next month. Like, I don't have time. It's stressful.
Yeah.
But with that being said, when you have everything semi together and your money's looking right.
When will you ever have it semi together?
I mean, there's times I've had it together. But there's times you felt like you had it together. Your money, really at the end of the day, adulthood is about your money.
When your money is right. No. When your money is right, and then you can pay all your bills, and then you could just like be like, you know what, today I'm gonna go to the mall.
Adulthood is about your money. As long as your money is okay, you're good.
True.
I can, as long as my bills are paid and I still got money in my account. I don't care if I'm single. I don't care if I'm dating. I don't care if I'm babysitting 2 kids. I don't care if I'm not babysitting no kids. I'm not caring if the boy, I do care. I mean, I care if the boy broke up with me, but it's nothing like being broken up with and your bills is paid versus being broken up with and your bills ain't paid. That's stressful. Money is more stressful than a nigga. Your money being fucked up is more stressful than you and some nigga beefing. Like, I don't care. No, your heart might break. But you got a place to live, you got air conditioning, you have lights, you have water. That is way more important. Not having the money will keep you up at night. Have you ever not had your rent money?
Bitch.
You know how that feels? Are you not sick every day? I don't even sleep.
Horrible.
It's been a few times.
When was the latest time you've been late on your rent? How long was it between the first and the time that you actually paid your rent?
I think I probably might have went to like the 10th or 11th.
That's the longest?
Yeah, because when I really, really don't have my rent, first person I call is my mother. And if my mom, something happened with that, I call my aunt. And my aunt always, I don't want to put her name out there like that because I don't need nobody else trying to use my aunt. But everybody in my family, though, I have one aunt that's financially responsible. Has always been financially responsible, and she's like my second mom too. Like, I used to like stay with her during the summers for like years. She is one of those people that I'm talking about the 11th hour. I don't know how this is gonna happen.
Darkest of the night.
I'm about to be kicked out. Who do I call? She comes through. And then I lucked out too by having like a homegirl that also randomly always has it. But I don't like abusing it. So even if I know I'm going to have it on like the 11th or the 12th, I'm not going to waste the phone call.
Right.
If I got to pay the late fees and just eat, noodles for 3 days, that's fine.
Yeah.
Versus calling them, for no reason.
Right.
Like
you have to figure out how to pay them back.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah. And usually mine has been late.
The latest I've been on my rent.
When your ass knew you was about to be late and went to Mexico, it was just like F it. You said we all got paid, and this rent about to be yours.
Right back around and pay again. Yeah. But then actually, you know what? I've actually paid later. I paid towards the end of the month, like.
When they evict you, though, I don't even know the eviction date.
Because the eviction, see, this is the thing, like, and this is what I've learned as being an adult and being so, I like to push the boundaries. When I was younger, I pushed the boundaries because I never had my rent. So I realized that you actually have legally until the 15th to pay your rent.
But they do lockouts here in Houston.
So what happens is that if you do not communicate with your office after the 4th is considered late.
Okay.
So between the 4th,
listen, Houston.
Listen, Houston, because I've got I've got a vast knowledge of eviction notices. Like I understand it. So technically they put eviction notices on your door on the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get your eviction notice, you have between the 5th and the 15th to contact your leasing office in order to settle the payment, figure out the payment schedule, whatever. But legally, they can't do anything until after the 15th if you have not contacted them.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened with me is that I stayed in contact with them. Therefore, and I said, hey, I ain't got it right now.
No,
I'll
but
have
yeah,
it on
that
this
is
day.
true. I'll
have it on this day.
Mm-hmm.
And they never locked me out. I've only been locked out one time.
I've been locked out once, but like the chick, I was talking to, man, this ended up almost being like me bodying this girl. So I go to the office and I'm talking to the chick because I hadn't told my family. Mm-hmm. So they're about to pay it online or something. But I'm talking to like the chick that's not like the property manager, and I didn't even know we changed property managers. Right. So I'm like, oh, okay, XYZ here. This is the problem. I didn't know, and I didn't know they did that because they didn't do that in Florida.
Right.
So the property manager, I have my headphones in and I'm talking to my mom, I think at the time. And the property manager, this like 5'6" bright skinned chick walks up to me with a wrap. And was a wrap and a swoop. Was like, no, because I remember because she was like,
was it a swoop out or a swoop in?
A swoop out. And because I just remember her walking up to me and she was like, did you have some questions? And I remember the way she asked her, I remember like, why is she so hostile? But I was on the phone, I was like, no, that's not me. Maybe it's them, thinking about some other people in the leasing office. So then she kept talking. So finally I took my earbud out and she like made a comment like, you mad because we put a bolt in your door, but you didn't pay your rent. I'm like, bitch, who you talking to? So like immediately like that turns me. I'm just like, first of all, you're the property manager. Relax your mind. I wasn't talking to you to begin with. I'm talking to the chicken. I'm about to pay this shit, but don't get this twisted. If I would have called my family and told them what was up, they would have paid for the stuff. I just didn't say anything because I didn't know this could happen. So I tell my mom's on the phone. My mama hears the ruckus. Now I done started the pit bull. Because one thing my mom is very much so.
Said, who are you talking to? Oh hell no!
My mom was very much so about the lion's den. You don't mess with the lions. Like you don't. She is. I don't want to say Mufasa because Scar took him out, but she is the lion. Me and my brother are still her cubs. You don't come into the den with your bullshit. So my mom hears the conversation because I had on the headphones. So then I go back to my apartment, they unlock everything gets paid, I'm out of my business. My mom calls up there because she's being my mother. Mind you, I'm grown too. So the lady gets smart with my mom. So now my mama calls me back and tells me what the lady said. Now, it's a reverse thing to this cubness. I'm a lion as well because I'm grown.
Right.
And my mama is my cub,
right.
in a sense. So I come down to the office. I'm like, listen, I swear to God, you talk to my mother like that again, me, you're going to have some fucking problems. Like, I went down there like a straight Italian gangster, like, bitch, you will die today behind my mother. And she was like, if you don't get out the office, I'm going to evict you. I'm like, bitch, that's not how it works. So we go back and forth. I go back to my apartment. She ended up getting fired because she was just a terrible person anyway. Because, girl, you ran up on me anyway. It was just like, I don't think this is not. But with that being said, at the end of the day, money is a problem and the motivation in adulthood.
It is.
I think when everybody has their bills paid and everything is great, your adulthood is a little better. When you can, get your drinks and your food without saying how much that costs, I think your adulthood's better.
I think that's the best. Actually, you know what? That's the best part of adulthood. Is going to a restaurant and just ordering whatever the fuck you want without being like, how much is it?
Money is the thing about adulthood, though. Like, I've worried more about money and not being able to do what I want to do in like a grand scheme versus men, friends, or anything else. Because it's something about your money. When your money's off and you're an adult,
it's hard to.
It's hard.
Because you just feel bummy. You feel
You
like
are.
a bum.
If you know damn well your cell phone bill is due and you can't afford it,
And you feel like a bum.
you feel like a bum. Your adulthood for sure. Because you go through heartbreak and all that extra shit even when you're
Now,
a kid.
mind you, there are cycles. Like, there's cycles where you
ball.
balling and balling and
And
balling.
I have balls.
And there are cycles where you just...
And when I balled, I balled.
And you just, you're trying to figure out, should you get 2 24-ounce Coronas or should you get one?
Should you go to the restaurant and eat and drink, or should you just
starve?
Get
or just go to bed.
Or get 69-cent noodles and $3 wine.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes those choices, that's just a part of life. And luckily, I personally feel like, this past couple of months, I've actually, it hasn't even really been, it's been bad compared to, what I was making and how I was, manicures every other week, hair popping, eyebrows popping.
Pop.
I'm getting back to that.
But yeah. So, but
it's a
adulthood.
Cycle. It sucks.
It's still,
but it's still the best thing.
It's weirdly still fun. Like right now when I press pause and I call this Uber to go get something to eat, my mama can't tell me no. And guess what? Wells Fargo not telling me no today either. So.
Because I'm going to call them and dispute the charge.
I'm going to dispute the shit out of them charges. You goddamn right. Nah, that's
call them and dispute the charges.
As you should. No, I'm just joking. But yes, so hey friends, you know where to meet me. It's NatoyaEbony on all social media.
And I'm not on social media, so I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was going to say, you ain't got off.
No, I'm just kidding. Miss Cool in the City. I'm waiting for...
Miss Cool _, in the city.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
And you can tell us your letters at recoveringpartygirlsletters@gmail.
Yeah, I want to hear some fucked up shit that y'all be doing.
Because we do a lot of stuff over here, and y'all trying to act like we're the bad people. And we're not. Because you people are way worse than us.
I agree.
Or you can just email us regular stuff at recoveringpartygirls@gmail.com. Good luck, friends. We'll be... Adulting's not as bad as... adulting is cool.
It's all right.
Just wait till I get my money.
Just
right.
have like 2 streams. Have 2 streams of income.
Always have 2 streams. Always have 2 streams. And we got some stuff coming up for y'all in the next week or 2. Y'all about to see us out here flourishing and popping. Get your
Skin
life.
glowing.
Skin glowing.
Hair shining.
And I got some stuff happening to me in the next week, but we won't talk about that.
What's happening to you?
We won't talk about it. But in 6 months, we can have a discussion about recovering.
6 months?
I'm not pregnant or nothing.
That's pregnancy talk.
That's
when
not.
You say in a month and then 6 months from now.
Nigga, it takes 9 months to have a baby.
Well,
In 6 months, we might chat about what's been popping with me. Personally. But, I gotta get adjusted too. It's not a baby though. Or STDs. But neither here nor there. But bye, friends.
What?